Boom. Good one. Immediately a bad start. That's fine. So good morning, afternoon, evening, night and day to everyone. I hope you're all having a lovely day wherever you are. I do expect it to be somewhat quiet for the early, I guess the first hour of the stream. Mostly because I overlap with someone today, which sucks, but I have to do it. Well, I don't have to. But I figure I should do it at least once so that I'm prepared on two fronts. The first front is that when November hits, I'm almost certainly going to end up overlapping with people because of them daylight savings backwards. They'll end up overlapping with me anyway, just because they'll move around me, and I'm just like, I can't do anything about that. And then the second thing is that because I just had daylight savings, where now it is, even though it's 10 PM my time, as it usually is, I'm starting an hour earlier in terms of the global time, in terms of UTC and all that shit. And so I figure, just to make sure that my brain understands what's happening, I needed to start my stream at 10 PM like I normally do, so that I can understand exactly how that falls in to everyone around me. At least as far as October is concerned. Because once November hits, again, everyone's time zone is going to get janky. But it being fairly quiet probably isn't a bad thing per se for the early part of the stream. Why am I getting a notification? Oh shit, I'm overlapping with somebody else too. Oh no, everyone streams at my time! Jeez. Boom. Oh wow. I've only had this time slot since July, it's fine. That said, it will be switching to, instead of from 10 till midnight, or 10 PM till 10 PM till midnight, AEDT, that's Australian Eastern Daylight Time. The plan is that from Saturday onwards, it will be starting at 11 PM and going until 1 AM, still Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And that might change once I come out of daylight savings in April. But that's way the hell too far ahead to think. I'm still trying to think of like, am I gonna be able to get a haircut in December? You know, I've still got those small things, and even then I'm still going like, can I will I be able to finish my assignment before it's due next week? Get a small steps in, basically. Oops. God damn it. These are the only headphones that work, and they're also a pain in the butt. Because they're, like, meant for gaming, right? Like, gamers' earphones that you're meant to plug into, like, your PS4 controller. These are actually, like, PS4 branded. I'm pretty sure, aren't they? Yes, these are PlayStation headphones. And so they have this bulky little thing that's like the microphone box. It's been broken for years. I don't actually think it works. But it exists, and it gets in the way constantly and makes noise because it falls all over the place. Hey. Okay. So, the plan for today is basically to be very, very selfish. And by selfish, I mean I have an assignment due next Monday? Yes. I have an assignment due next Monday, which is at least actually somewhat relevant to what I usually stream, which is creative, like world building and writing and stuff. And so I figure I can do it, and it's a good excuse to test out the sprints, because I'll hopefully sort of quiet down just a little bit as I go, which is why I have the sprint thing, which I think can be seen already. Yeah, that way, over there. I have a sprint timer. It's actually hovering on the left on my screen anyway, just because that was the only place I could put it that wasn't in the way of something. Well, for now. If I go to world building later, it'll be in the way, but I can minimize it. But I have it on the top so I can actually see what I'm doing. So the plan today, homework. But it's not long. The assignment is literally to write, well, at least in terms of me, because basically the assignment is to do creative writing. Specifically in the realm of, I believe it's specifically literature for, like, teens and kids. So, like, some people did picture books aimed at, like, a very young demographic. Some people went for more, like, the 10 to 12 range. And then others, like me, are aiming more for, like, the 16-year-old range. And so, what you had to do varied based on the form that your submission was taking, because we're at least pretending to be professional writers here, or at least creatives of some kind. But because I'm doing a young adult novel as my submission, the goal is to do 2,000 words. 2,000 words of that. Which, not complicated. Fairly simple. Pretty straightforward. And that's good. Because it'd be annoying if it wasn't. And like, 2,000 is not long, per se. Now I've already written 500 words. 510, sorry. Oh, got some cheese. Which most of it was written about 3 weeks ago, because we initially had to have a 300-word excerpt to present for a workshopping class, which that went well, and I already have taken in the feedback that was presented at the time. I'm sort of blind to myself real quick and switch to my OneNote to remember what my notes were. Here we go. Yes, people were like, yeah, it's great. Some of the bits are a little confusing. And I'm like, no worries. And so I fixed most of that already. And then I had to submit that for assignment 2, the 300-word excerpt. Got feedback on that. And by feedback, I mean she didn't focus on the excerpt at all. She was focusing on every other part of the assignment. But I did make the one specific change that was pointed out, which is that I can't spell. Or I couldn't spell a specific word. I called them paperbacks, not paperbarks, because I was thinking about books. And also because I kind of forgot they're called paperbarks and not paperback trees. Listen, I'm not clever. I've lived here my whole life. I'm still not particularly clever. And so I wrote about up to, I think, here. Up to the line, the door was ajar. For the assignment, specifically. Possibly with an extra sentence or two. There was a lot of fiddling around in these first, like, 300 or so. I think it's 326 or so at the end. Just because I wanted to have it end on a note that was at least kind of satisfying for the excerpt, so that there's like that pull to keep you in. since based on vague knowledge of how books work, you want that kind of hit moment to happen quite early on. Otherwise, oops. Yeah, otherwise, whoopsie daisy, people will stop reading. And so that's why I stopped here. I think initially I didn't have this paragraph in. I actually don't remember. Oh god, I can't actually... Can I access my own folders while my timer is in the way? No one can see this. This is good. Did I include that? I did. Excellent. I did include that paragraph. I wasn't sure. I forgot how many words it was. Hi, Dillian! How did that get in here? It's because whenever, like, as you're, like, hitting the emotes, it shifts the entire thing up when you hit a second line. It just goes to your next emote. I always have that happen. It's very annoying. At least on mobile, that's how it works. But hello! How are you? How has your day been? I assume it's fairly early in your day, but I've forgotten how time works. So it could be at literally any time of the day for you. Oh god. I have no idea how to format any of this shit. It's 2:10. Okay. Right. It's like basically early afternoon in most of Europe. Doing some shady shading. Ooh, shady shading. How sneaky. I have writing to do. That's what this stream is about. And by writing, I mean homework. This is my homework stream. This is me doing homework again. But I'm using World Anvil for it just because that's kind of the whole thing. And that helps. I have to quickly reread what I wrote because it's been... how long has it been since I wrote this? A while. Possibly a while. I edited it yesterday, so I don't actually remember. Oops. It's been a bit. Went to bed last night and got up instantly to make a new world. Neighbor I should put it to work on. Oh god, the projects. They multiply. They continue to expand. If I wasn't already doing 2 projects, which is like my standard fantasy world and my slightly more futuristic fantasy setting thing, there could be several. There are so many. They're like stubs. Yeah, they just grow. I'm mutating just world stubs everywhere. Hello, Bob. How are you? It's very early for you. That I know. It's very early in the morning for you. I hope you have your morning coffee. And as far as I understand it, I'm starting an hour early for most of you. Because of time zone shenanigans. Which are always very, very fun. I love shenanigans. More worlds! More worlds! More worlds! Or at least more projects in those worlds. Because like I have this. This is separate from all of my worlds because this is an assignment thing that I'm doing. This is actually assessed, which writing is hard. But then I have this as well because I figure the school thing isn't going to take too long, especially since I have I'm going to be running sprints today. How fancy. Woohoo. And so this won't take very long, I don't think, to get to the point that I need to. So it'll be like, oh, easy. And so I have other things to work on, and there's like 70 different goddamn stories in TUMR that I could work on at any given moment. This is your normal start time, give or take a few minutes. Oh, okay. Time is weird. I don't get it. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. And you're free to. Absolutely free to. Because she's running consistent sprints, whereas I just have a sprint timer sitting in the corner. I haven't touched it yet. Thankfully, the new world is old history, so I don't have to make up a whole new world. I just need to not mess up histories in ways I don't want to. Well, that's always the issue, isn't it? It's very easy to mess up history. Butterfly effect. It's great. I love the butterfly effect. Okay. I figure I'll probably start a 10-minute sprint at 1:15, just so that I actually, like, get one in. This technically has, like, it does, like, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, but I can always stop it if I don't want to run one immediately. But I figured I should try some sprints at some point, just see if it, A, means I do something, and B, means that, like, I can actually get them to work in time for November, in case I do decide to do Nano or at least word count collecting. That said, I'm pretty sure my time slot is thoroughly occupied by other sprinters, so I don't know how necessary that will be going into October, since there's Siobhan who will be overlapping me, Greg will be overlapping me, assuming that he's better, which I hope he will be, and then I think Coffee Quills also overlaps me. So there's a lot of overlapping going on. It's great. Okay, I do kind of remember where I was up to now. Excellent. I do remember what I was doing. And then I'll have to go back and edit this to make sure the transition doesn't look jarring when I get there. God. Tabbing makes this look so much more jarring than it was when it was in Word. There was no indentation in Word, so this did not look... This bit didn't look as bad. It looked slightly better in Word, I promise. Hey, you made something bigger. Hey, I'll stop that. I'll stop doing that. Okay, so I figure, I'll probably still chat during the sprint just because I am a chatterbox, chatty McChatterson, but the whole idea is that we slightly focus in. So I'll be starting a 10-minute sprint in which you can do whatever it is that you plan to do. It doesn't have to be riding, obviously. And we will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We will pretend to be productive. Okay. That's so weird. Actually, darn. Living room. Can't spell. Spelling is hard. Wait, wasn't I gonna change her name? Shit. Was I gonna change her name? God damn it. That's here somewhere, isn't it? Gosh, I can't see because there's a fucking clock in the way. That's the old notes. No, I wasn't going to change her name. Okay. I was changing every other character's name but hers. Congratulations, Rain. You are the only person whose name did not change. And again. Squat. Squab. Okay. Can I spell at all? Maybe one of them was taking it out. Who knows? They definitely weren't. Well, I guess they were. But only kind of. Only kind of a nap. Only sort of. They was taking a nap. Open. Oh, words are really hard. Does this have spell check? Oh shit, does that have spell check? Oh no. That's not helpful. What do you mean doesn't have spell check? I need that. I can't spell. Well, that's unfortunate. Everything right. I might have to grab a Grammarly plugin. Shit, look at that spell check. Ah, god damn it. How does it not have that? Joking. Yeah, words are hard, exactly. Words are hard. Words are hard, I can't spell. Why is there a spell check? Alright then. Ah, Jesus, that is not appropriate for what's being written about. God, that's so good. Ah. Okay, I don't know if... I assume that came through, but probably extremely quietly. Okay, so that's the end of the 10-minute sprint. If anyone else was sprinting, I hope you all did well. I got 213 words done, which is good progress, considering everything. I mean, this thing's less than 3 hours today, so there's plenty of time to actually basically finish this assignment, barring editing, of course. Which, now that I'm here, I'm gonna go grab Grammarly. I'm using the Pomatroid. Which I grabbed in the, from somebody in the Streamer Core chat. I can't see the Grammarly website, it's in the way. Yes, please, add it to my plugins, please. I like it just because it came with sounds built in. I don't super love how it looks on the side. It's not like there are other sprint timers that are cleaner to read and that don't take up that chunk of space. But you had to put in the sound yourself, and I was like, I need the sounds to go, otherwise I'll forget. So I use this one. It can always change later. Add to Chrome, please. Just give me Grammarly, please. I need to be able to spell. I can't see anything. There we go. Okay. Is it in now? Excellent. Okay. Now it can tell me my spelling is wrong. Ah! Oh, for God's sakes. Grammarly. Oh, come on. Hold on, let me just pull that out into the other window. 1 second. I'm pretty sure I have an account, actually. Yeah, I do. Excellent. Finally, it'll stop yelling at me. I say, it's definitely gonna yell at me. Don't really need to do that, actually. So now if I refresh, I should now have Grammarly in this tab. Where is it? Hello? Hello? Where is it? Can it... yeah, sure. Tell me what I'm doing. Oh, I've seen... Oh no, it's gonna correct all of my Australian spelling. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I can tell you it's... Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah? No? Right, there we go. That's the important one. I feel like they're pretty good. Save. That's right. Thank God it had the setting, otherwise I was gonna be pissed. What? No, it's not a half. What are you talking about? I'm gonna get to yell at it. Oh, I can't wait to yell at it. There was an Aussie English option, thankfully. But briefly I didn't see it. Because it was like hiding away. I had to open it. And it's yelling at me for spelling. No, it's word, not R actually, but thank you for pointing that out. That's actually quite important. Too many U's, not enough C's. That is a comma. No. Well, I mean, okay. No. What? Oh, it's being weird. Oh, it's being weird. No, that is the spelling that I need to fix. I didn't know how to spell squawked. What? Some of its corrections are a little bit confusing. But it'll be helpful for my spelling. I don't know why it thinks I'm writing in present tense. Because I'm not. I'm writing a novel that's in past tense. So it's strewn. It wouldn't be, like, are strewn, sure. 1 p.m., that's, I guess, sure, that's the format. And like, and a half. That doesn't make any sense. It's not reading the sentence to realize that that's not how that works. It's writing, I can do what I want. It can go home, it's drunk. It probably does. Almost certainly. But I've actually never used it. What? No. How do I go through the settings again? Oh god. No. I'm not giving you money. How do I... Here we go. Oop. The 10 minutes timer is started for the next sprint because it does it automatically. I don't seem to have many settings in there. Oh well. It's fine. I can just ignore them if they're not actually useful for me. The idea is that they can help me figure out some things. My style is consistent. What are you talking about? Listen, buddy, I don't need your sass. Anyway, a 10-minute sprint has started. So if anybody else is sprinting, we have the time. And I can just ignore all of its suggestions if I don't like them. What? I think this to be more. I have to deal with Google and the rest of these American pews are trying to colonize the rest of the colony destroy it. Right? I hate it. I hate it. And even just beyond spelling, there's small grammar things that it's like, you're supposed to do it this way. I'm like, no, you're not. That's not how Australian grammar works. That's not how that grammar works. So I'm just like, ugh. Yeah. And it is helpful for spell check, if you can set it spell check. But, yeah, some things don't like to give you options. I'm glad that Grammarly at least had the option so it doesn't start yelling at me about neighbors. I'm like, no, it is neighbor. With a U, it's neighbor. Silly. But they really want you to be American. I'm like, I don't want to be American. No, not again. Okay, why was the door closed? Did I mention the door was closed? No, it was open. May God bless the U's. I love the U's. The U's are fun. They're not useful, but they are fun. Like, sure, you don't need them, but I like them. I like them just a little bit. You can't do Canadian news, goddammit. Hell yeah. We're proud of our British U. Well, the Australian U, but the British U. Wait, actually, this is a better way to spell this. Would be... I just kind of see one coming. Like use! Yeah! We love the use. What's wrong with the spelling? God damn it. Oh, it's piss off. Okay, god damn it. That's an issue. That's not an issue. That is not a spelling issue. Lock screen. Lock screen. That's the red lock screen. Ah, yes, yes. Good morning, Sable. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. But, well, good morning. Oop. For good very late evening as the case may be. Oh god. Oh god. Very late for you on the way to bed soon. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Stop yelling at me about my tone, please. I'm writing. Rude. God damn it. Tone is hard. And I'm good, Sable. How are you? It's been a very chill, cold, wet day. I'm running outside, you're shading hills, eating coffee, watching the sunrise. A good morning. Hell yeah. It does sound like a good morning. Oh, everyone's tried to talk me into Game of Thrones. I've tried to talk me into Game of Thrones. To be fair, this specific fiction is for an assignment for a class, but I am strongly considering doing Nano this year for a different project. I'm about like that close. I'm so close to just committing. And if I finish this one tonight, then I might start working on the planning for that other one, so that I know where it's going. I would do this one for Nano, but I have no idea where it's going. So I have to just kind of cut my losses. Submit my 2K, cut my losses. And hey Makaro, how are you? You've joined in the middle of a sprint. I'm not as strict on my sprints as some of the other sprinters. I chat yapper on, but I figured I'd try sprints anyway. Because it'll maybe make me do stuff. I mean, I was considering making my own house, my own minor house, but we could always be allies in supporting the same major houses, depending on who that is per week. I'm working on it. I'm figuring it out. I might just be a collector. Please don't blackmail me. Please don't blackmail me. I don't need that. I don't need that. Using my own emotes against me. How dare you? I feel betrayed. That's gonna be confusing. God damn it. Pronouns are hard. The fluff bunnies are the biggest bugaboo. Oh god. Oh no, what tone is telling me I'm doing now? Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. No, don't show emoji. I'm tired of seeing the emojis, please. Oh god. Why are you doing this to me? I'm an innocent world builder. I don't need this. I've done nothing wrong ever in my life. All I wanted to do was write. Yes, bunnies are... Oh, bunnies, foxes, all that sort of thing. Pests. Invasive species. All I know about bunnies is that my neighbors used to have bunnies, or used to have a bunny, and they kept getting into my backyard. So that bunny was a plague. That specific bunny was a plague. I don't know if they still have that bunny or not. It might not be around. But it used to sneak into the backyard all the time. 7. This microserver will reset. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We're thinking that too for ours. We're gonna probably reset when it hits, but that's, next year, so plenty of time. Plenty of time. Where were they? Where am I going from here? What's the next bit? Oh, the key. I need to remember the key. Shit. Where's the key go? How am I integrating the key into this? Because the key is important. You got a year. I got a year. We've got a year for it. For 1.17. Don't we? It's like summer 2021. I'm like, that is next July. That's almost an entire year. Plenty of time. Oh god, where are they? Ugh. Yeah, okay. I mean, that one's just a short sprint, but or a unproductive sprint. That's alright. No issue with me. So we use NCMMO skills, oh, that makes complete sense. Yeah. So you're enough slime and honey for awesome pitfalls and such. Oh god, I remember doing that on a server for grinding skills. Like we used to do the whole thing where you'd have the water stream that would take you slowly up and up and up and then drop you down, and then you would fall down and you would increase your acrobatics, and you wouldn't get toggled by the AFK warning in the server because you were still moving. God, I love that. I miss the days. Our server doesn't have MCMMO. We're pretty much entirely in it for the building, which, considering my building isn't great, is unfortunate. That said, I will be building a lighthouse at some point. That's going to be fun. Because when the server resets next year, assuming that we still have that server and we're still playing it, we're going to lose all of our buildings mostly. But we figured that by that point we'll probably have kind of crested a hill of giving a shit. So it won't be an issue. That said, if we're still playing at the time, because we have to wait, we might have to wait for a mod to update for our server, or we might not, depending on whether we really want the biomes mod back. Because we do like our biomes mod a lot. But they're adding so many new things for 1.17 that we're thinking maybe we don't need it. And so at that point all we need is like the specific plugins, like the one-person sleep and all that. Which means we should be able to launch pretty quickly after 1.17 hits, once all the server plugins, because they'll get updated like all the quick plugins. I'll just go win. It'll be great. God, I'm looking forward to 1.17 so much. It's going to be so much fun. In the inherent entrance with a big head, we have to enter through the mouth. We need to hit 2 targets in a row to allow the eye to broke. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah. Use them target blocks. Ah, yes, the invasion. So the way the invasion worked is that Day did succeed in getting the flying machine to my island. It broke twice due to snow, I believe. And snow, and they got killed by their Ravager one time. So it lagged out and broke. So they had to fix it twice, but they made it to my island. They attempted to drop the Ravager onto the island. Turns out, being in a minecart does not make you immune from fall damage, and Day was 200 meters in the air, so that didn't work. And so it ended up just being a one-on-one fight. And it was going great until I threw a potion of harming 2. And I don't know how potions work, and it fell back into my face and killed me. And so, technically I lost, but we agreed to continue fighting anyway because it was boring. And in that continued fight, I won because Day fell in my pit. So we've agreed to a compromise where I get the diamonds and the emeralds, and they get ownership of the island. Night, Sable! Have a great day, have a nice nap, etc. And yeah, so 1.17 is going to be a caves rehaul and a mountains rehaul. It's like caves and cliffs, right? So the cave generation is going to be less of that weird, really like tunnel-y stuff. It's going to have big cave rooms, on like sort of more like how the Nether has big cave rooms, more big cave rooms, underground biomes. That's gonna rock. Wireless redstone. That's gonna make my brain explode. New mobs, new blocks. It just looks great. I'm hype. I'm hyped for underground biomes. And more like revamping to that. Because while, like, my friends and I had discussed that after the stream, because the Minecon happened in the middle of the Minecraft stream, we both, like, the jankiness of Minecraft's world generation is kind of, like, quaint, but it's starting to crest the hill from quaint to just kind of shit, because it's been the same for so long, so that they're now that they're actually changing the generation, it's going to be very fun, I think. It's going to be very fun to explore the, all the new stuff, or all the same old stuff in a new light, in a new, like, layout. I'm just excited. I want to play Minecraft. I've been alternating between playing Minecraft, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 for like a week now. I'm having a great time. It is just gamer time 24/7 in this household, except when I'm streaming and doing homework, in which case it's not. Having said that, that doesn't click because I'm wearing gloves. 10-minute sprint starts now, so if anyone is sprinting, we can begin the focus. I keep trying to finish this goddamn thing. Okay, so we need to figure out the key bit. Bundle bag, bundle bag, bundle, bundle, bundle bag, bundle bag, bundle bag. Finally, bundle bag. I'm excited for the bundle bag. It's gonna be so good. Oh, I cannot wait for bundle bag. I'm just gonna have a sapling bag. Finally, sapling bag. And then lakes and rivers and caves and all the other stuff. Yeah, boy. It's gonna be great. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for caves and cliffs. Is it youth? It's youth. capitalized? I don't actually know. I think capitalized, sure. Dialogue grammar is hard. And goats! Goats, goats, goats. We're hyped for goats. The goats look cute. Headbutt goats. Goats, goats, goats. We love goats. We're fans of goats. I'm very interested in the cave monster. It's very cool. Big, big spooky. I'm very hyped to be walking in the cave, minding my own business, and having that appear before me and absolutely just screaming. Coincidentally hastening my demise. It's gonna be great. Whoop. Hang up. Need to bring up the key. Where's the key? Where is the key? Where is the key? Grammar's stupid. Grammar don't make no sense. Next. Spelling is so hard. I'm not good at spelling. Jesus. Terrible. Oh, here we go. Okay. That is 95. That's sprint 3 of the night complete. So I've at least written like nearly 500 words, which is pretty solid. And take ages to build, but I'm looking forward to someone realizing I should hit those targets. Firing an arrow, and then a second later, one of those. Oh, hell yeah, it's gonna be great. I love the target blocks, they're very cool. They're a pain to actually hit properly. On our server, Day set up a target range where if you hit a bullseye, fireworks come out. I'm really bad at it. I'm just straight up not good at hitting bullseyes. But if it's more lenient, then hell yeah. Better not be 2 bullseyes, that would be awful. Ugh. I can think of a few things worse than having to try and hit 2 bullseyes at once. Okay, what? No. Well, yeah. No. Sure. No. Don't do that. Where'd it go? One more. No? Where is it? Why didn't you just link to it? Oh, there we go. Nope, that's wrong. And along with... No, along with the handle. Sound dissatisfied. Okay. Now basically you have to try and hit the center, but not the center. Oh god. Well, I'd be perfect at that, because I never hit the center. Oh god. That would be quite fun, since it does have a different output for each of those like possible spots to hit. Plenty of room to play around with that. I love redstone. I'm really not good at it, but I love it all, at least in concept. It's so cool. Like I have all the music box doors that I have. Well, I have at least 2 of them technically. There was the invasion base, and there was the vault is also a music box door. Same door. It's same key to unlock it, but what can I do? I only have 3 music discs. What I'm looking for is Pig Step, because then I can guarantee that it's only 1 disc will open the door. The last thing I want is Day to steal the diamonds that I kind of earned, fair and square? Question mark? Unclear. It's up for debate as to whether I actually earned those or not. I honestly don't know at this point. I mean, we did discuss it afterwards. It was a whole thing. Ugh. Oh, I love it. The favorite part of the invasion was we had a rule that you couldn't break blocks, you could only place them. And Day died by falling in the pit, right? Day could have just built a bridge. They could have just built a bridge across, and they even did when we had to leave, because I only made the door one way, like the piston door to get into my little area, so I couldn't actually get out, and so we just built a bridge over the pit, and it's like, you could have done that earlier. We're not clever people. which is fun. And then like this set, I'll probably be doing lighthouse progress, try and make a lighthouse, which I guess has to have the rotating lights now by law. So that's going to be a whole thing that I have to make function now. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I actually do not know. I don't know how that works. That's going to make it really huge, isn't it? Oh god, now I'm just thinking about redstone math. I don't like it. I don't like redstone math. I mean, I can kind of picture it, sort of. It's gonna involve a lot of Peters. Jesus. Yeah, just like a... I'll Google it. What's that? What's that? I'll have to Google it. God. Oh, did I not put it in? I did put it in. 95, and I said 1055. Come on. Silly. Silly Billy. Nope, Duolingo was yelling at me again. No, I don't care. Goddamn top 10. No one wants to be in the top 10 in the Obsidian League. It's a pain in the butt. Ah, I'm way too lazy for that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. That's another 10-minute sprint. Woo! Sprint time, sprint time. Woo! Okay, that's the back door. Okay. Open back door. Yeah. Three. More. Creek. Let's go to the side. Actually, I'm gonna set that to not autocorrect. I really don't want it to autocorrect. Do not do that. Do not autocorrect, please. Because you made a bad spell there. Good lord. Raid! Ah! Raiders! Oh yeah, they changed it so I don't see raid notifications anymore, don't they? Oh my god. Rude. I hate that change. But welcome, raiders! Stay true. Every single one of you is awesome for coming. Thank you, even if Twitch decided not to tell me that you had appeared. Rude. So welcome Coffee Quills, welcome Slash Key, welcome Siobhan. I hope you had a productive stream. We are currently in the middle of a 10-minute sprint, which I hope is remotely intelligible in the on the right over there. I forgot what I'm pointing to the left, but that's the right. Because I figured I would try running a couple of sprints since I have things to do. So I thought sprints, yay! You just tuned in as well, not from the raid. How's everyone today? Hi, damn stretch. My day has been well. It has been a good day. It's been very cold and wet. Ugh. But now I'm streaming and I'm in the warm, so it's fine. What is... I mean... Look at the phone app, wouldn't it? I can't check. Shit. I'm like, I need to check something about my phone. I can't. I need phone to chat. Rude. Rudy. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, horror story. Ooh, fun. And Siobhan got lots of writing done. Excellent. Hell yeah. Ready for dope streams. Woo! That's the good stuff. That's what we want. Just streams so people have fun and get stuff done. I pulled MC away from his friends. Oh no. Poor MC. Oh no. Out. The phone and the phone. Dial. Oop, that's trying to capitalize as a number. Oops, I do that all the time. Oh dear. What is it telling me I've done wrong now? How is the word dialed incorrect? What? Really? Okay. Ooh, 2,622 words. Very nice. That's a lot of words. Even if it's 40 less than you said initially, still many words. No, it's dialed. It is D-I-A-L. Is it double L? That's the question here. And I'm like, I spell it single L, so I'll have to check that after the sprint. I will Google it, and I'll figure it out. 0. Over their thumb over the call button. Eventually, when the person is suspected robber. No, actually, wait, no, it is a person's case. There's 2 of them. There's 2 people missing. I guess missing person case. Missing person's case. I don't know how to put that. Is expected robbery. Yeah, it does. But I don't trust it. Not to be rude, I don't trust it immediately off the bat. So I'm gonna check it anyway. I'm going to just to be sure, because some of its suggestions have been completely incorrect for how I would use language. So, you know, whatever. Report of the Yeah. Oh, is it? God damn it. That's one time where I think it makes more sense to just be single L, but yeah, that's fair. Double L dialed. Ew. Oh, what did I call it earlier? The bike path exit. Boom, okay. I mean, yeah. I have figured that double L is less clear than just single L, but I can understand why it would be double L. I think that's typical. It happens a lot in British and Australian, where they, in like the id words, they have the double at the end. I don't know why. It's weird. And the invasion spotted my tweet in a trending Dutch hashtag. Is it alias? There's my Twitter. Busted! Ooh, yeah, and Canadian, yeah. It happens many language it occurs. 11:45, and that's at 11:10. So I've gotten 300 words done, which is good. And this is a long break, so I can chill out a bit more. There was this sentence, but I don't know how to fix this. It's I guess it is 2 missing persons cases. There you go. Because, like, I wasn't sure whether to believe it, because some of the stuff that it's pointed out as being incorrect has not been correct. So, nope, it's plural. It's plural. Piece of shit. See, exactly. It was telling me, no, it's missing person cases. Like, no, it's 2 missing persons cases. And wait, actually, maybe that is person cases. Sure. I'll accept that. But there was another one earlier where it was just like, ugh. And yeah, it was dialed. So I spelt it D-I-A-L-E-D, but that's apparently the American spelling. The Australian, British, Canadian spelling is double L, and I'm like, oh. I've never spelled it double L. Because I think for some spellings, I'm more favorable to American spellings because they're just more convenient. Like, arguably, if I'm wanting to be like convenient or efficient, then I would drop the British U and the British S, because in American they use Z, and Z is arguably far clearer for like favoritize or whatever, alphabetize. It's a clearer letter to use for the sound that's being produced, and the U doesn't necessarily mark how the word is pronounced now. So it's like, okay, it shouldn't be color, it should just be color. And I'm like, sure, I guess, whatever. But duplicated letters where they're still super clear without being duplicated, I feel like you just drop a duplicate. So if dialed, single L is perfectly acceptable to me, even though it's not proper Australian English. And yeah, I refuse to drop the U as well. I'm fond of the U. And that's why I get very annoyed that CSS and HTML require American spelling. I'm just like, I hate you all. Center and center are a pain, because I actually thought they had different meanings. Like, for the longest time, I thought they had distinct meanings. Because I'm pretty sure the Australian spelling is R-E. And the American spelling is ER. And so I thought that center, RE, meant like a place, like a town center, a athletic center, etc. Like an organization. and then ER meant like the center of a circle. Apparently not. And I'm like, oh, I've made a distinction. They don't. They don't mean anything different. They are literally just different spellings of the same word, which means all three of those meanings. Funny. That's an amazing pun. Thank you, Makara. Thank you. Well, I'm fond of you as well as the you. I'm pretty sure that center and center do not have separate meanings, but I have separated them in my head because I only ever see ER used for like a physical center of something, and RE used for like organizations because I only ever see it in an organization context in Australia, like the athletic center. So I assumed they were different. They're not. I almost kind of think the same thing about meter and meter. Kind of. And I think I thought that meter ER was the verb, like meter out something. But I actually have no idea what the meter out means, so I don't know why I thought that was a thing. It's all weird. Meter is length. I know. It's all complicated. I don't know. REER is confusing. Ah, yeah, meter, yeah. It's all confusing. I don't get it. I don't get none of it. It's all confusing. Wait, is RE the... Yeah, okay, sorry. Briefly got confused to whether RE or ER was the spelling where. But yeah. We use RE. We use RE here. And, like, I basically only see it in the context of my local ath center. So, I'm like, ah, yes, a centre is a place, and a center is, like, the middle of a circle. I'm like, okay. Yeah, exactly. And there's no distinction in meaning. I just keep thinking there is because I see them used in different contexts. Because the context in which I'm going to hear the word center in Australia versus America is distinct. And by in America, I mean on the internet. Because I pretty much only ever interact with America on the internet. So that's why center is clearer distinction for me. Meter was not super strong. It was the only other REER word that I could think of. Because, like, isn't meter a verb as well? Oh, piss off! Oh my god. Isn't it like a... Is it not have... Oh. Wait, what am I thinking of? Meter? I don't know what word I was thinking of when I said it was a verb. Yeah, leader and leader. Well, I don't have any distinction for that because I guess measurement words are very clear in their usage. Like, a leader of something is always a leader of something. You're not going to have a distinction. Whereas, I guess, yeah, meter and meter, there's those distinctions of, like, the gas meter, the water meter. Meat. Ah, I was thinking of meat. Meat out. Got it. Yeah. I was thinking of the word meat, which... due to Shenanigans meter out, because people can't, we put the word in wrong. Yeah, so meter is, at least has something, in that there is those gas meters, so I was like, maybe that was what I was thinking of with the distinction as well. I don't draw a strong distinction for that though. It's mostly center, where I'm like, there are two different meanings that are pronounced the same and spelt differently. And it's like, no, there's not. It's like, oh. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. So I have to just remind myself all the time that center only has one meaning. And I'm being a silly. Big silly. Ugh, God. Just burping up Skittles. Skittles. Me had the meat. Hell yeah. I guess the reason I got confused is that I basically never hear people use the word meat in that context. In M-E-T-E. So I'm like, eh. And yeah, back to the doubles. There's no reason for benefited to have two T's. To me. Well, I guess, I, like, okay, maybe that's incorrect. I think when it's I double consonant E, that's the specific vowel combo that tends to get misread the easiest for me, even though I know that, like, A something E and O something E, they all do the same thing where they change what vowel it is because of that E. But I don't know. Maybe it's just case of benefited, exactly. Yeah, benefited. I'm gonna pull in that wheat instead of benefited. It's benefited. So I can understand having it for that context. When it is a monophthong vowel, which if the double consonant was removed, would read as a diphthong, so E to I, then the double can stay. If it's already a diphthong, like in dial, I is a diphthong, then it should not be doubled. You do not need to double that consonant. It can be dialed single L. That is a stance that I'm maybe not willing to uphold scrutiny. But if the vowel before the double consonant is a diphthong, the consonant does not need to be doubled. You do not need two L's. What mistake is it picking up? What? What are you talking about? What does it think I'm referring to? Excuse me? It's thumb over. What is both? Excuse me? What is it doing? What is it doing to me? I'm gonna commit a crime. What is it doing? It is a... Oh god. Whatever, I do grammar checks later. I'm mostly here for the spell check, thanks. Ah yes, I before A except after C, which it never is. Oh god, not Goaty. Not Goaty. Oh, Jesus. Not Goaty. I learned about Goaty in my linguistics unit, and it was a pain in the butt. I mean, it was fun, but it was definitely a pain in the butt. It's like, oh god, Goaty again. Oh, yes. Yeah. And get real wacky with it too. It's great. I've seen people do alternates of Goaty where it's technically more consistent, or more like consistent to how English actually reads. Because that's part of the issue, is that even though technically all of the components of Goaty can be pronounced as fi-ish in certain contexts, when put together, they do not make the sounds for fish. Hence, everyone saying Goaty. There is like a variant of Goaty that is easier to read as fish, and that it still looks funky. Yeah, well, yeah, it's all fossilizations of times when we didn't pronounce them the same. When we didn't pronounce those like two different vowels as the same thing. Because the Great Vowel Shift done busted us all. And it fossilized a bunch of spelling in the 1800s as well, because of the printing press, and we haven't changed much since then. So, oops. Was it 1800s or 1600s? I forgot when the printing press began. 1600s? Sure. So we fossilized spelling from a time when words were pronounced differently, but then they stopped being pronounced differently because we used them differently, and Elysian shit happened. I'm like, okay. A lot of shit done happened to the English language. And we're apparently not the worst language for fossilized spellings either. As I recall, Tibetan, or one of like those languages like Central Asia, is jank. Where it's just got these very fossilized spellings where like half of the word is no longer pronounced, but it still informs the spelling, the pronunciation of the word technically, and I'm like, what is going on? 1440. Okay, yeah, but it was the invention, but it wasn't widespread, and it probably didn't hit England, specifically England, until like at least 1500s, right? Because it was a German thing, so it began in Germany and then they brought it over. So it's been there, and even then, it didn't really hit for some bits too early. I think, as I recall, when I was learning about like Yoch, that was a fairly late drop. Was the vowel Yoch? Oh, sorry, not the, is it yoch? How do I pronounce yoch? There it is. Like the Scottish letter yoch was dropped in... I can't see. Oh, just dropped sometime whenever. Okay, I couldn't remember when it was dropped. Now it's a Z, which is why it's Menzies and not Mingers. Fish. Fish. We love fish. We love the fish spelling. But no one pronounces it fish. What in the god? There's an alternative that's more confusing, but I can't show YouTube videos. So that's not gonna happen. It's a... Yeah, I love it. I love it. 1476. Okay. Alright, well, that's, you know, same thing. It's still fossilizing a lot of spellings. Like, great. Vowel shift. When did that happen? There was a great vowel shift that occurred between 1400 and 1700, aka after the invention of the printing press. Primarily. And that is why spelling is bad now. Lemon, women. Lemon? No, I say lemon. I'm not saying lemon. Lemon. But I can understand why. Oop. The break has ended, apparently. It's writing time again. That's not going to stop me. That never stops me. Because I would like to hit 2K tonight, because then I'm done. Okay. I do have 3 hours to do that, so that's fine. Well, I have 2 more hours at least. Or yes, 1.5. It does vary by region whether you will pronounce the O as a schwa. I mean, technically it's not supposed to be a schwa, it's supposed to be a... I guess that's part of the thing, is I'm pretty sure the O in women is closer to a schwa than an E, I guess. Lemon? Lemon? Women? No, I guess it is still we. But lemon is definitely a schwa. Lemon is a schwa, but the vowel in fish is not a schwa, it's an E. So women is probably the one you'd want to use for that. Because it's not lemon, it's lemon. Generally speaking. I do love schwa. It's a pain in the ass to get into words though. No one reads things as schwas. Case in point. Nothing reads as a schwa. Unless you know it. Unless you know it's unstressed. Ugh. Schwa can be written like 17 different ways. Yes, it's lemon. It is an lemon. Women. Actually, yeah. Women. Sometimes women. No, it's always women. Yeah, lemon. Yes, really squash them together. But M and N is not going to become like damn, where it just comes lem. It's going to keep that I assume. Maybe it'll lose the vowel in between M and N at some point. M and M? Oops. This is almost the end of chapter 1, isn't it? Oh, good, I get to actually go to Lasmus. Yeah, it's probably closer. That's the whole point of schwas. They're basically almost not pronounced. Well, no. We have words that have M and N next to each other, like damn. In the sense of like, damn it. Not double M, damn it, but like damn, space, it. God damn. It's D-A-M-N. But we do not pronounce as a cluster that's valid. Min is not a cluster that is valid. Hence, mun. L-M-N-O. Oh, I don't have a comment there actually. Nothing but a dirt road and the words yes and a strange groove. Ground. Mnemonic. Yeah. And then damn name. Well, yeah. Well, those are separate clusters. Those are separate syllables. Those are separate syllables, and yeah, it does reappear. So that is fair. But you can't have M is not valid as a cluster in the coda of a syllable. It is only valid as a cluster cross-syllabically. Damnation. Damnation. There's a syllable break in there. That's how that works, I think. Right? I only took 1 unit of linguistics. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the issue, I never do. From this angle. Morgan is not being smart at the moment. These are not smart things to be doing, Morgan. You're unwise. Yeah. Well, yeah, in damnation, but it's cross-syllabically. You do not pronounce both the M and M in damn on its own. And in lemon, you currently do still have to say both the M and the N. And so because you can't have them both in the same syllable, you have to have them cross-syllabically. You have to insert a vowel, which becomes the schwa. So it becomes mun. Lemon. You have to insert that vowel. I think is how that works. So who knows? Maybe at some point we'll just pronounce it like lem. We'll just give up and call it lem. Why is dyslexia so hard to spell? Because we're mean. Because we're very mean. We're extremely rude. Oh god, dyslexia mates calling Twitter. That's why I don't let any of my classmates know what my name is. I just don't tell them. I'm like, you don't need to know. Just that, don't look too hard at anything that I submit to you. Don't. Stay away from my Twitter. You don't need to see it. They don't know it, and thank God. They don't need it. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. And put two and together. Yeah. That happens. That happens sometimes. Which is why I'm glad that, like, most of my usernames are, like, my name. And because I don't use this name around people who don't know me well, they have no reason to figure out it's me unless they see a picture of me and go, oh, that's you. And people have done that, and I wish they wouldn't. It's been terrifying every single time they do it. Don't like it. Back down the driveway. Hold on, is it? Check how the stupid U-turn worked. Yep. Go over the dirt. And just to the left of the trees and fence. Yes, okay. I mean, probably, all my friends are online. But people that I know in real life who are not my close friends do not have me online. They have me on Facebook. But that's not a problem. That's not going to do anything. That service is disconnected from basically every other thing in my life. So it's like, you don't know me. You don't see me. I'm not here. You do not see this Twitch from my Facebook. Your friend Martin. Oh no. Oof. Rest in peace, Martin. Rip Martine. No way. Around fence. Yeah, did I use the word cautiously already? I did. I used the word cautiously peaked earlier. The driveway. Okay. All the Martins. Duck. Rest in peace, Martins of the world. All of you, in every form. Rip. The driveway. And looked around the fence. Alright. See you soon, bub. Up, down. Through. What? Back to the good words. God, I did not get a lot on that time. That's okay. It's 11:35. Woo! Alright, that's the end of that 10-minute sprint. Ugh. A code could be invented using the T-time words. Probably. Probably. If you figured out your code for what combination of letters stands for what sound, certainly. It would read extremely weird. Which is like, GH is gonna be your foot vowel, if O is your E vowel. You need to mark diphthong somehow, I don't know how you're gonna do that. You could probably, if you wanted to get really messy with it, like, diphthongs would be the big bit for getting a goatee system to work, like ite. The I vowel is a pain in the butt. It's rarely expressed in a single letter. It's usually I something E, or AI. It's like, okay, do you have double letter, or do you... You'd probably just go for the I something E and get really messy with it. And get real messy with it. So you want to write the word like fight, and it's basically like GH. Oh, I guess, well, I guess it just ended up being height, but that's not really interesting. Let's get like real I, and then maybe like, oh, what other words make a T sound somehow? Right. No, it's usually just T, isn't it? Height. Height. I don't know. There's something in there. It would be very difficult to read. I'd have to have a key next to me the whole time going, how do I read this? How do I read? I don't. There are a lot of chunky paragraphs towards the end. It's like a short section in here, and then it gets quite long. Sentences are still varied, but they are chunky. Chunky. But we're gonna have a couple of short ones, and then a... Oh, for God's sakes, what do you want from me? What words are you picking up now? Oh, god damn it! Picking up my words again. Neither of them were, I guess neither of them were, neither of them was home? Neither of them was home? That doesn't sound correct, there's two of them. Neither of them was home? Neither of them were home? I actually don't super know. And then, nope, that's incorrect. And that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but what word do you think I'm using? It's thumb over. I don't know what they think is the issue there. I don't know if this one's the... First indefinite articles are singular. Well, yeah, that I guess, that's the issue. Is that in North American English, some indefinite pronouns can take a plural verb when the pronoun clearly carries a plural sense. So I'm doing this American because that makes way more sense to me, because I'm talking about two people. And because I have a non-binary protagonist who, I don't know, I feel like it would be confusing if I then have a case of them followed by a singular when there is a them singular and also them plural. I'm confused. But I guess it is them was. Because it's in Australian English, it's them was. Sure it is. I don't know. Language is hard. Listen, it's a teenager, who gives a shit? Teens sound like that, and also I can't write well. It's fine. It would read better if I didn't write. He's just yelling at me the entire time. I'm like, oh, please. Why are you gonna be mean? Why are you gonna be mean and yell at me the whole time? So dude. Oh god. I need snacks. I need a cookie. Maybe in the next break I'm gonna grab a cookie. I'm hungry and we have cookies. I might actually grab a cookie after this spread. Food. Okay. 2, 1. 10-minute sprint. Woo! Yay. Chapter 1. This is great. Welcome back, Moondere. How are you? Hope you're having a lovely afternoon. Ugh. Oh no. Commas. Commas. Shoulders are disappearing. Yeah, you there. Together. I wrote different ones. Cross fingers for the rest of the week. Oh god, that's a mood. It's like, finally, a productive day, and then just whoo. This is gonna be my one productive day for the entire week, I think. And it's happening at midnight, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. There's so many video games, I'm just like, play those instead. Okay, just a meter in. Wait. Looks like 2 p.m. Maybe 3. Do I have the thing that I'm looking for? Do I should be in here, right? I definitely have a picture. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's not in here. Rude. Put like a card fighter in there, but not the cool picture. Yeesh. Why am I not having? Oh god, that's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. I do not have Twitter reference, so that's what I did. Oops. Well, I do, but it's hidden somewhere. I'm not gonna go find it. That's way too much effort. Yeah. Talking about clouds. Probably should mention clouds. Not the option. The stomach is the living room. Wait, what? He turned left. Wouldn't actually cast sun on that room. Because it's the other direction. Ah, shit. Third dimension, please. I'm not dealing with this. Please. Just don't have to do with the light, don't worry about it. Need to return right. That's all I have to do is I have to turn it into a right. Let's turn... just to the right of the fence and the trees. There we go. Correct. That's it, so we won't have to change. Please. Defending the beach. Whoosh. Oh, that's the end of 10. Yay. Alright, I am going to, while everyone can chat about sprints, I'm gonna go grab a cookie. Because my mom made chocolate chip cookies, I want cookie. So I'm going to grab cookie. I will be right back. I don't even need the screen for it. I will just be back very quickly. I have a quiet cookie. Oh, I'm close it actually. Doing stupid shit with my doors. I got a cookie. 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 They are weird cookies though. Because you tried a different recipe. Because my mom makes them. Try a different recipe this time. And they're very soft. Which is not my preferred type of cookie. Like, I don't want them to be too soft. They're basically more like dough. They don't really like get like the crunch. I mean, they taste a bit weird in general. But they are still cookies. And they're still yummy. And this helps to fuel me for the last hour of the stream. You just cooked it. Because normally I would finish at midnight my time. But I'm having to change the schedule overall so that I don't leave gaps. Because I can easily stream till 1 AM. Jesus. So I figure I'll just today stream for 3 hours, and then in future I'll be adjusting to an 11 till 1, I think. Which I haven't done. I probably should do that on Twitter now, actually. On Twitch, even. Because I already fixed it on the calendar. I fixed the time thing on the calendar. I haven't noticed. Oh no, my gift's up. Okay, I need radio dashboard. Please don't play the video. No. Do not play the video. Stop. Good. Don't play that. Where is it hidden? Stream? Where is it put? Where did they put it? Where have they hidden it? Schedule. Here we go. Found it. Okay, I'm gonna change these so that they now are from 11 PM in the last 2 hours. Boom. I mean, that's fairly easy to do. And this needs to change from 12 AM to 1 AM. Boom. Excellent. The schedule should now be fixed on Twitch. My schedule should now read correctly. I need to move the timer again. Having it on top is useful, but also I can't see what I'm doing. These are very weird cookies. Oh, and it's pointing out my word again. It's not. That's not how it works. No. Like, someone who speaks non-American English has to back me up. None of the neighbors were out is a correct sentence. It's not none of the neighbors are out, or was out, rather. None of the neighbors was out. That's incorrect. That's just flat out wrong. I would never type it like that. Like, with the previous one, I was like, okay, neither of them was home. Sure. Neither of them was home. Fine. But none of the neighbors was out is just flat out wrong. And so it telling me that British Australian does, is, no. None of the neighbors were out. Was does not make sense. I refuse to accept that particular critique. Yeah, I thought it sounded way more natural. Because it's such a plural noun. What neighbors was is just not. It wasn't real like that. I do not define the tense of the whatever by the noun, by the indefinite article. I define it by the noun, I think. So I might edit the none of them was. When I put it, neither of them was home. Neither of them were home. Same home. What is correct? No, but it just doesn't sound correct to me. Oh yeah, by the way, 10 minutes started. It doesn't sound right. It just does not sound natural to me to say none of the neighbors was out. It does not sound correct. I don't know why. Yes, but the thing is, didn't it say that? Doesn't Grammarly say that in American English you can pronounce it that way? Hold on. However, in North American English, some indefinite articles, such as none, can take a plural verb when the pronoun clearly carries a plural sense. So I was just like, oh yeah, word, right? It does not read, like, I'm willing to accept neither of them was. I'm willing to accept neither of them was. I'm not really willing to accept none of the neighbors was out. That is not a way that language is actually used. Even if it's like correct grammar, I don't correct grammar. The way that people actually use the language in day-to-day life implies to me that none of the neighbors were out is the correct usage for actual language. And so I don't know. Neither of them was. Shut piss off. Neither of them was. None of the neighbors was out. None of the neighbors was out. I mean, yeah, but grammar is different. The entire point of language is that what language is defined by how it's used. So, literally has become less about literarily, like literarity and like literacy and shit, and more about just being an intensifier. You can not like that as much as you want, but it is how the language is used. So none of the neighbors were out, even if it is technically incorrect grammar, is correct. Like, as in none of them was, none of them were, none of them was out, none of them were out. Again, the issue is that because the pronoun or noun of the phrase is plural in these examples, I default to plural. So none of them was, none of them were, makes more sense to me. Because none is indefinite, it's like always singular, but it always implies a plural. Like none of means that there are two options, at least. So why is it singular? I guess. I'm just confused. I don't feel like those make sense. But I'll put it as was, and I'll make a note, and if someone yells at me, that's not my fault. None of them were. I love grammar. What? Yeah, double negatives are something else. None is a contraction of no one. No one were. I'll be honest, I didn't actually know that. I do not actually know that none was a contraction of no one. I just read it as a plural because it implies more than one. Because there has to be more than one for it to be none as the correct article to use. So I assumed it was, because it is plural, but you'd put no one was, but none were. None was, I don't know. No one was out, but you wouldn't say none was out. I don't know. Grammar is weird and I hate it. I hate grammar. This is why I don't write. It's not why I don't write. I'm lazy. But it's just confusing. I guess then again, I do literally have no one here. Not one of a collection. Right, okay. Because I've got none of the neighbors was out and no one was around. But none of the neighbors was out. That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I've just been Americanized in a very specific way. Maybe it's a youth thing. I don't know. My hiccups so annoying. Oh god, mood. Hiccups are the worst. I need to actually write something so I actually have something to say that I've done in this sprint. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well that's the thing. It sounds like it should be right, but it isn't. It's like, oh, I hate this. Like, on some things, Grammarly has just been incorrect, and in terms of how language is used, and I guess that's the issue. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it's close enough. Not one, no one, same thing. Close enough, the point was got across is that it's contraction and that it is singular, and therefore none was, not none were. But in terms of the, like, you compare, like, the descriptivism versus the, proscriptivism? Where, like, you describe where you describe how language is being used versus you say how language should be used. Saying it's none was is the, like, prescriptivist approach, and saying it's none were is the descriptivist approach. Because that's just how people use the words, to me. In terms of, like, the experiences that I've had. So arguably both are correct, except that one is more correct, but also, But I'll correct it here. And if I was ever hypothetically going to an editor, they could correct it for me. They could go, yeah, no, we just use no one word. And I'm like, thank you. Or none word. And I'm like, yes, good. Anyway, there's 2 minutes left. I haven't written any words. Oops. Oh no. I need to finish this chapter. I don't know how. I'm gonna finish this chapter. That's not something that makes sense. Well, that's a fine end. That's the end that makes sense. This sentence is weird. The snack of choice is a chocolate chip cookie that I went and grabbed during the break. It was not the best chocolate cookie I've ever had, but it is still a cookie. And that means it is good. That is my stance. Cookie good. Cookie good. I love cookie. And I think I get, like, one more cookie. Because, like tomorrow. Because my dad will eat the rest. They'll eat the rest of the cookies, and I'll have one left. I'm like, yes, cookie! Cookie. How do I word the sentence that I wanted to make? I'm not gonna I need to finish something for that. Oh my god. I wrote all of, like, 20 words. That's not acceptable. Beam. Word light. Oh. I can now put something beyond light. Whoa. Full stop. Ish. There you go. Fine, it's 31 words, but it's words, and that's the end of a chapter, actually. Probably not the best end to a chapter, but it is like, there's like something. And I was gonna keep writing it the same thing so I can actually still read what I wrote before. But that. Oh, does that count as words? Yeah. Gross. Okay, well, I have to put a bunch of spaces in it. Because when I submit it, I'm gonna have to put a break in it. Because I have to submit 2,000 words and I've only written 1,400. And so I'm gonna have to start chapter 2 and submit that as well. But I'm gonna have to put the break in for where the chapter begins and ends. Because otherwise they're not gonna read correctly. So I'll have to remember that when I re-export this for submission, I need to put in the formatting. And just check the formatting in general, so that it actually reads correctly. And then do editing overall. All the editing. I hate editing. When is it yelling at me now? Oh, 6 premium. Ugh. Premium. And normal cookie. I have to wait until tomorrow for cookie. I mean, technically it is tomorrow. It is like 12:07, but, you know, tomorrow. In the waking hours of tomorrow. So, like, 2 p.m. as per usual. What notes have I written down here? I've put down... Oh yeah, I need to fix that article. If I finish the 2K tonight, or I get to a point in chapter 2 where I feel comfortable finishing, I do have miscellaneous bits to finish as well overall. Because I don't want to write too much more than the 2K that's required for the assignment, just because I can only submit 2,000 words, give or take. Like, I had this problem with the excerpt submission, because they were like, submit 300 words, and I'm like, if I give you exactly 300 words, you finish in the middle of a sentence. So I'm going to give you 326 words, because that will get you to the end of a sentence that actually has some kind of finality to it. And so the idea is that I get as close to 2,000 as I can, so that it ends on literally anything that feels like an end, or like the beginning of something, so that it's like, you know, propels you forward. And so I don't want to have to write more than that, because I can't submit any of it. And the issue with the story that I'm writing right now is that there are significant problems in its future for how the hell bits connect, and I haven't figured them out yet, and I don't want to. I just straight up don't want to fix those. That is effort I do not possess. I'd rather deal with a story that I care about more for that. Which is what that second tab is about, is the other one that I'm interested in at the moment. And that's a completely different situation overall. So, whew. Oh god, thank you. Posture. It splashed. Wow. Ugh. Like, hopefully I can get the 2K done today. If I can't, that's not a huge deal, because I have until next Monday at 8 p.m. to submit, so I have plenty of time, and I'm sure that I'll drop into somebody's sprint stream and take advantage of their sprints. Like, Greg's usually at the perfect time for me, but Greg isn't running them at the moment, so, well, I'll drop into somebody's, I'm sure. Someone who runs, I'll drop into somebody's stream at some point. I'll be like, please, sprints, I need the productive, please. And then I'll just finish it then. If I don't finish it now. 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes. Whew. Okay. Yeah, Kahuna is a bit late for me, unfortunately. Especially now that time zones have shifted. Kahuna starts at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh geez, that's a bit late. I do drop in on occasion though, and I'll just sit and chill for a bit. If I ever need late night productivity, that is always a good place to turn. Like this. Paper box. It really is remembering what the time is. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Since everyone like streams at the same time that like I do, that's a perfect time slot. So like, if I need sprints, you know, there's always that option as well. And a lot of people do run sprints. Like I think Coffee Quills run sprints sort of early-ish in my morning, but not too early. And by morning, I mean 2 p.m. in the afternoon. A lot of people run sprints, so there's always sprints, which is good. And then once November hits, yes, sprints. Yeah, and DM Fresh too. DM just sort of popping in and out everywhere. Plenty of sprints. There's always somebody that I can be like, I need productivity. Give it to me. If I'm in the mood, let's go. Which is good. But oaks and oaks. But oaks and yay. People run sprints is great. But oaks and what other tree? Looks some pines. Ah, that makes sense. That's good. Good on you for covering those slots, since Greg needs a little extra time. Yay. We all work together. Yeah. Up into a dusty. Yeah, lots of sprints. Lots of sprints. And now I'm doing sprints, apparently. This is mostly a one-off, though. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is probably put it as a redeem. Or like, hey, request a sprint. And then if at any point I need a sprint or somebody else needs a sprint, we can go in. But most of the time I prefer to just sit and chat for 2 hours. Becoming a full-time job to 3 streams. Wow, that's a lot. Maybe looking after yourself while you do all that. That is a lot of streams. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ugh. It'll start to be at 3 a.m., 5 a.m. Ooh, that's a bit early. Man. Wow, I couldn't do that. I say regularly doing Minecraft until 4 a.m., but I'm like 3 to 5. No. No, that's too early. No. was fit up and 3 hours sleep on the sofa, awake for every stream, then Siobhan's, continued a second stream, went to bed for a few hours, then 2 it up again. Oh my god. That's a lot of streams. That's a lot of it. Oof. No thanks. No thanks. Tussled? I don't know if it's tussled or tossled. Oops. Boom. Oh. And that was the end of that 10-minute sprint, which at least means I started chapter 2, which is nice. It's more than I would have done otherwise. Oh, I've written over 1,000 words already. That's good. So I can definitely hit 2K today if I use the next sprints wisely. It does have me scheduled for a long break, but I can definitely just shorten that off if it'll be annoying. I'm gonna tie my hair up. Which requires me to take that off. Only. Yeah. I've only addressed email again. Another one? Wait, another one? Why do you keep receiving emails addressed to people who aren't you? Was it somebody with the same name as you? Was that you, or am I confusing it for somebody else who had that happen? Because that's always fun. I don't get that problem very often, though. My name is... Well, I mean... I just don't get a lot of emails in general, I don't think. Which is pretty neat. I appreciate that. Went home in 2 years. This time I received the names and phone numbers of literally a dozen railroad. That's weird. That is honestly quite strange. I don't know how they keep making these mistakes. Is it the same people every time, or is this a different mob making the same mistake as everybody else kept doing? No typing system once and it's kept since they keep ealing. Oh god. Oof. Oof. Not great. Not great. No one really wants to just keep being emailing people who they don't. They're like, please stop emailing me. It's like, no, I'm going to keep emailing you. 2 out of 3, it's the same person. This time someone else. Ooh. But probably connected to the same thing. So I was like, there you go. Same people, kind of. It's the same person's neighbor. And they're making that same mistake. So I want to call up the track manager of the most centrally located railroad station in the country. Oh god. Yeah, if you want to. What do you have? You have the means? Just a matter of do you want to? And the answer is probably not. You have the means, the method, not the motivation. Not necessarily. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh, that's not great. That is not great. No one cause a panic while I'm streaming, alright? I don't want to be responsible for nothing. I don't want to be responsible for nothing happening. I ain't do that. Yeah, god damn it. This timer is really in the way. What just closed? What is going on? Please? What did I close? Oh no, it broke again. Okay, god damn it. Chrome, why are you doing this to me? Edit. Please. There you go. There you go. Okay. I don't know why it keeps breaking like that. It's very annoying. Ow. Don't touch that button. That's not the button to hit. I guess because if I minimize it at all, like if I actually minimize it, it just goes bleh. It's like, please stop. Please don't minimize anything that I'm doing. It's extremely rude. Ah, well. I mean, even though they're not trying to contact you, they are still contacting you. They're still sending emails to your address. And since they're like actual emails, not like just spam bullshit, like that's actually like something. And I feel like you could have something there where it's just like, you need to stop emailing me. You need to remove my address from your system. This is not, it's not complicated. As a request, like, stop having my email in your system. This benefits both of us. You could do that, sir, yeah. You just put a data leak where they just keep sending information to the wrong person, and also you're not supposed to have your information. And also, you're not supposed to have theirs. That might be a bit heavy-handed, but you could definitely do that. You want to really get a point across, like, stop emailing me. You're gonna make a huge mistake, which you have done, by emailing me these people's names and numbers. Do you reply instead of reply with the warning that about, please remove me from your address book? Yeah, that seems reasonable. And if they get another one from them, I'd be like, okay, gloves off, time to give a time to just give up to a phone call. I close and did the, like, last time you called them. Okay. Got it. So they just keep doing it for some reason. Very weird. Very strange. Not helpful at all. You have to do it for every single new person who does it because they keep making the same mistake over and over. What is actually happening there? I don't actually know. No. Guys, while I'm on the variety break, what I might do is... don't look at all that. Don't look at that. I'm just in... Because I had a change I need to make to something. This is very annoying. Let's see if why. I'm going to do this really quickly. It's not really a productivity thing, it's just a miscellaneous fix that needs to be made. Because allows look bad. And so I should probably just use a quote. Which, yeah, I'll just use a quote then. To fix the thing that I noticed on the last stream, I believe. Because I removed a thing. I remember now, I removed some specific CSS, and I actually don't remember what the notify CSS was for. I don't remember what it did. I need the TMR system. Notify. Nope, there's definitely a notify in here, isn't there? What do you mean there's no notify? What do you mean? Oh god. Let's notify then. Oh god, this must be a quick fix. What's happening? What is the notify? I don't know what notify is supposed to be. Ah, well. Meh. I'm just gonna check that in at quote, and we're gonna center it. Enter quote. That's better. There you go. That's actually a thing that exists. Excellent. In my breaks, I sit here doing formatting issues. Because I remember seeing this last week, and I was like, ugh. Well, on Saturday, rather, during the world building part. I was like, this is pretty rough. A lot has happened since I wrote this. Is that really it? That's a long paragraph, apparently. Huh. Sidebar. Really? That's a single paragraph as well? Okay. Sure. I don't think you should be there, though. You should probably be in this one, actually. Save. Yeah, that's how it usually is. It's supposed to be like that. That's better. Excellent. Minor correction made. Excellent. Good work. Productive my scheduled long break. Apparently. My activity is illegal, and yet here I am. Ah, Jesus. Bad posture. Yeah. I might cut this break short though. I figure I'll just have it be 10 instead of 15. I might even just remove the long break entirely. I don't really need it, but you know, it's nice to have a quick little, like a quick little, long, medium gap between sprints, just like a full rest period. This would have been the time to get cookie, but I was really hungry for cookie earlier, so I did that early. Anyway, we'll start then in 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. We'll send another 10 there. Oh god. If I made a Trello board of all the things I need to fix. Ooh. That's just terrifying. I want to fix that. It's too many things. I don't want to itemize it. It's terrifying. See all of my things laid bare. I'm like, ugh. First item. Second set up Trello board. Second item. Put everything on Trello board. It just becomes like exponential. It just keeps getting bigger. The tree gets taller. It's like, oh god. No, no. Okay, my answer. Okay. That's not the question. That wasn't the question. Okay. Doesn't let me know. Whatever. Whatever. I'm coming for usage. Oh, that's incredible. That's a great name. God bless the big giant circles. It doesn't have to be Australian, gotta say, but hey. Didgeridoo, come for you. Do. Hold on their phone. Mention that. look. Woo! Okay, that was the end of that 10-minute sprint. I've had to put in a I don't know what the hell phrase to use there marker because oh Jesus, I don't have to think about that. Oh boy, I don't know how words work. Because I'm like, oh, you know, she'd say, why on earth would you look here? But they're not on Earth. Why would she say on Earth? That's not a phrase that makes sense. And she probably shouldn't swear as her opening gambit. So it's like something's gonna go there. Something at some point. But that will come. I can always come back and edit that later. That's not an issue. Asterisk. Insert words are hard emote. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Words are hard. Words are very hard. Words are hard. Why the hell maybe? Why the hell? Yeah, why the hell could work? Why the fiddlesticks? Why the HE devil hockey sticks are you cooking here? Because she's only like, oh, did I say she was 16 or 17? I've forgotten what my own notes say. It's in here somewhere, isn't it? She's 17. So like she could certainly say why the fuck, but she probably shouldn't. Why, pray tell? Pray tell's probably a bit formal for the character in mind, but it could work. I think it's one that I'll have to think about for longer than the span of the rest of the stream. Might be something that I have to like sleep on and be like, what phrase would she use? Or maybe I just rephrase the entire sentence so that I have to deal with this problem. Like, it could just be, why would you look for someone here? It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to have an intensifier. By the blazing seventh sun, why would you like by the 9 divines? Assault. There's many options. And then I'm thinking about like, do I want that? You know, I'll think of that. Because I was briefly gonna put in why would you look for someone here of all godforsaken places? Because that makes sense, but I don't know if I will. I might put that in actually. I'll put Forsaken, because that's something that she probably would say. But I don't know. Dialogue's hard, and I'll think about it. Because like, of course, the protagonist would say like, "Why on Earth? They're from Earth," but the ranger, she would not. So I was like, "Oh, beans." And you wouldn't just drop the name of the land that you're in because, like, I wouldn't say, "Why the Australia would you do that?" So that doesn't really work. So I'm like, it's fine. So I can work on that at some point. Maybe I'll just remove the... I could just remove it. But I'll leave it there as a marker, and I'll make sure that before I... Oh, that's the computer making noises, goddammit. Before I submit it or anything, I go through and look for all of my little brackets. I don't know what word to use here. Please help me, dear God. And then I'll go through that. Do I have a post-it note? I do have a post-it note. Excellent. This was my close the window post-it note, in which I wrote it as weirdo. Actually, that one says weird on, because I can't write W. Yep. Water. Words. Well, I don't know the name of the planet, but I do know the land that they're in is called Lasmos. But I don't think that I would use the equivalent, saying like, why on Lasmos would you be looking here would be the equivalent of saying, why on Australia would you be looking here? It's not really a phrase, per se, to me. Because I don't even know if on Earth is capitalized. Are we using it as in like planet Earth or just on Earth? I need to check that now. On Earth. Yeah, so we don't even capitalize Earth half the time, do we? We don't even capitalize the idiom on Earth. God, I mean, we could still use Y on Earth, I guess. You couldn't. Oh, that's 10. This will be the last one as well. This will be the last sprint because it is 1:45, and that means my stream is actually nearly almost over. It was an hour longer than usual, but that's just because of time zone shenanigans. Promise. I need to do this again. I probably won't hit the 2K now, but maybe during Bob's stream I will. Who knows? This visually looks somewhere here, or a couple of places. Grew here? I think. Where? Around here. Town. None of that. I mean, I could. That might be too. That might be too much. That might be too much. And again, part of the issue with the character is that she has a very limited frame of reference for what she's describing. She basically only has where she lives, the forest, and a nebulous everything else as a comparison. So she probably wouldn't compare the forest to any other place. The choice of whether to have godforsaken in the sentence is less of do I want to use the word godforsaken or do I want any word there at all. I think is like whether places needs an intensifier adjective of some kind, because it might not. It might be cleaner if it's just like, why would you look for someone here of all places? It might be read better that way if it's fairly simple. I think it's all language is hard. Writing is difficult. I'm not good at it. I can always go back and edit this bit later. That said, I really like writing dialogue. It's more fun than writing descriptive stuff half the time. I don't even know if this is how I want the scene to play out. This is the issue. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I probably shouldn't have this be. Oh, fuck. Actually, I'll put that as an. Put that in there. Why would. No, it would just be. There's no comma there. No, you don't need a comma there. That's nonsense. Here. Podcast. Nope, and that's the end of that 10. Woo! Okay, wow. I'm probably gonna have to edit the shit out of this dialogue at some point. Because, oh boy, that is definitely dialogue. But it is something. And it means that there's at least theoretically, the way the excerpt would end would just be with the end of this initial part of the conversation. So the next section from here would be the ranger saying, "Come with me. You're not leaving here until you talk to someone who actually knows what the hell's going on, aka my dad." And it's like, okay, sure, I'll go talk to your dad. Why not? And then that's a whole separate thing. The rest of chapter 2 is just that shit. So, but that is, even though the word count's a bit messy because there are a bunch of bits where it's like, shenanigans. That is still a lot of words in the 3 hours, which is good because I needed those words. I got less done than I hoped I would because I was hoping I'd actually be finished with it in the 3 hours, but I didn't start until 1:15, so I could have fit another whole entire sprint in there if I had started earlier. But that's fine. I hope that the rest of you were able to get things done throughout there if you were using any of the sprints. I hope they were helpful, because I know that I got more done than I maybe usually would have. So I'm going to just pause that, and actually I'll just close that app actually. I don't need it. And they won't show up if I don't have it open. Yeah! I will just also put it on. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just hide it there. You just chilled out? Fair enough, honestly. Half the time when people are running sprints and I'm not actually sprinting, I'm usually just playing a video game. And I'm like, this counts, right? I'm getting something done, right? So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. You don't have to do anything. And since I don't usually run sprints, so that's not something people were, prepared for. And now I'm going to have them around as a thing that I can do on occasion if I feel like it. Still shading? Hell yeah. Please pause the stream. Don't do that. I'm gonna go into, I think it's an affiliate, right? Where are channel points? There they are. I still haven't made an icon for toast slices. I'm a fraud. Manage rewards. Here we go. Add new custom reward. Excellent. Good. It's fine. Request a sprint. Chili sprint. Oh, god damn it. And Grammarly. You can't even see it because it's in a separate window, and I was like, Grammarly. Gonna kick your butt. You keep doing this to me. There we go. Okay, I now have a sprint. I have a request a sprint. It's very cheap. I possibly should make that more expensive, otherwise people will just spam it. They love to do that. You all love to spam my channel things. Make that 100. Make that even with the other ones. Woo! Cool. Alright. There's a stream done did. Hydrate! Woo! Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I shouldn't have mentioned anything about channel points. Boom. And that's 3 hydrates, baby. Goddamn. On the topic of channel points, since we are about to raid RPG Dinosaur Bob, whose stream begins shortly, if not within seconds, you can use the channel points to redeem the raid emote. Yeah, probably ordered the Isaac now. Yeah, exactly, right? And you can prepare for our raid chant, which is get ready. You can redeem channel points to get that emote. It's great. I love that emote. So you can redeem that so we can properly yell at at Bob. So, boom. Okay. Since it is now 1 AM, we will be raiding RPG Dinosaur Bob. So, thank you all very much for sticking around for however long you were all here for. I hope that you were able to get things done, or that you just had a pleasant time chilling out. Chilling out is totally cool. In future, I'm gonna be starting my streams an hour later than I'm going to be starting them at 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, which I believe is the time that I used to start as far as everybody else's timeline is concerned, but it's fine. You can just check the core calendar. So I will see you all around, and get ready. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, everybody!